Don't skip my video if you want to know all the details about this, all right? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel where I will be doing another video in my K visa series. Today we'll be talking about medical experience, right? I'll be talking more about my journey doing the medical appointment. Last video we talked about how you can schedule an appointment, right? I did a complete walkthrough. You can check out that video on my channel. I will post that link below, right? So today we'll be going more in depth about the tips and how to prepare for the medical appointment, especially if you're on the K visa journey and you're from Jamaica, right? So we're going to talk about that. I'll give you a little walkthrough about my experience there, as well as the documents that you need to prepare for the medical interview, right? So let's get into it. All right, so my medical was for me and my daughter, right? K1 and K2. So it was done at the Andrewsmemorial Hospital, which is on 27 Hope Road, Kingston, right? So I will post a map of what that looks like, right? And also the contact number will be on that screenshot, right? So the medical is normally done 2 weeks prior to your interview. I would suggest do it a month in advance because of the delays and the backlogs with the medicals reaching in time for the interview, right? So everybody should do this interview, whether you're a baby, old man, old woman, young man, young woman, dolly, whatever you be, right? Everybody has to do the interview. Everybody has to do the medical and the interviews. So nobody is exempt, right? So I will get into the tips, right? So for sure, you have to come early. It's a first come, first serve, right? It doesn't matter what time you got with your appointment, come early. For me, I came at 10 because I stick to my appointment time. But it's better to come very early. So if you want to come at least 4 a.m. and stand up and wait till they open at 8:30 or a little earlier, you can come, right? So first come, first serve, and you must bring your mask. They will not accept you if you don't bring a mask, right? So walk with one or two. Don't bother buy it there because they're very expensive, right? It look like it make out a Egyptian cotton to oil expensive, right? So I walked with a few masks, right? And this was based on information I've gotten from some Facebook groups that I've been in regarding the whole process, right? They're very informative and I learned so much from them. So I will definitely post the links to those groups below in the description, right? So you can check these out after the video. So another tip is you want to budget at least an extra 30 to 40K with you, right? Because especially if you don't do no vaccines at a private doctor or the clinic, be prepared to know that these vaccines cost, especially the pneumococcal. You're looking at, I think it was 18,000 for that one vaccine, right? So it's best that you budget it out and you don't know what else you may require based on your medical examination, right? So do that. Arrive super early, like I said. Better to be early than late because you're going to be there. They make sure to stipulate that in the email. Once you confirm your appointment and you set it, you have to know that it's a long wait. It's going to take 4 to 5 hours to complete your medical. So try to arrive early so that you can at least leave in a good time, right? So another thing is bring your confirmation letter. If you are one of those persons that is going to do your interview after, right? You need to have a copy of the confirmation letter showing the interview date and time, right? Showing proof that you have an interview. I know that there are groups of people that actually do their interview before the medical, and in that case you walk with your 221G letter. That's like a white piece of paper that the immigration officer or the CO at the embassy, they're supposed to give you that to show that, okay, you need to complete the medical in order to be approved and done with the process, right? So that's a white piece of paper that you're supposed to get and bring to the medical to show that, okay, I've done the interview, I'm a part of a process, and this is all I need to finish up, right? So the next thing is that have all the documents. So Andrews, make sure to put a list of all the documents that you will need to bring to their medical, right? And they say it again in the email. So just come prepared, because you don't want to waste time to go stop at a print shop or a computer cafe outside of the hospital when you already have your appointment and you don't want to just come and then you have to, there's more delays. You don't want that, right? You need to just have everything in order, right? So be prepared, right? Be prepared to know that it's going to be a long wait. You're going to be hungry. Make sure you eat a good breakfast. Just know you're going to be drained at the end of it. Just have that mental preparation, right, folks? And check your receipt before leaving, because you want to make sure that you're paid for what you paid for. I've heard so many horror stories of people just overpaying and they never get their change back. Make sure everything adds up how it should add up, right? Please note that it will take more. This is the most important thing. Please note that it will take more than 10 days. 10 days for the medical to reach the interview. So just know that even though Andrew stipulate that on their website and on their email, it's taking more than 10 days. So just have that mindset that, okay, you have to go wait, right? That is a hold up of many people. Interview being hold up, their whole visa process being held up. They can't do no movements because, again, the medical don't reach, or if the medical reach, it's being reviewed, it's in the mail room, and the officers have not reached to it to review and like give you a visa so you can go about your business, right? So yeah, just have that in your mindset that, okay, you have to wait. It's going to take patience. I mean, for me, because my medical was delayed and it took a while to reach, I was in refuse status from the day I did the interview, which was November 21st, up till January 4th when I got approved. And then, that was a hold up. That's why, it took me a while to reach here, right? So just have that mindset that, okay, it's more than 10 days. just know that. So just be patient and work with the process, right? If you smoke, try weeding off couple months before you do the medical, because if they know that you're a smoker and they you do a urine test and it's confirmed, then you're gonna be hold up again and you have to wait another year and to do another drug testing and carry on with the process, and that you don't really want no delay on, right? So try wean off yourself, because it's gonna affect your whole process in the long run. You won't get your visa and it will stop things for you, right? So let's get into my process, and before I do, let me make sure to give you a brief rundown of all the documents that you need, right? So the first document that you need, of course, you need a valid passport for at least 6 months, right? You need a passport to not be unexpired, right? You need your immunization records, or if you have kids, the passport book, right? I will have a screenshot of how the passport book is supposed to look, right? You need your COVID-19 results, or should I say records? Sorry, your records, okay? You need to have at least 2 of the vaccines done already. It's valid. That goes for minors that are 12, right? 12 and up. So under, don't worry about it, right? So you need your K1 FTP letter if you are a K visa applicant. Make sure you walk with that. That's the letter that you should receive with the barcode at the top, right? You need your birth certificates of each applicant that is coming to the medical appointment, right? You need 4 passport pictures. Make sure that you put your first name and your last name on the back of them. Just walk with 4, right? The next thing that you need is let's see, you do need your glasses. If you wear them, walk with them, because that will be a part of the physical exam. You need medical, if you have a underlying illness, like if you have any high blood pressure or diabetes, make sure that you walk with your letter from your physician, and your medications, walk with all of those things, because that would be important when they do the medical, right? So you need to walk with your interview appointment letter. If you have not done your interview appointment letter, you need to walk with that, a copy of that is confirmed, and they have an idea of how long and how and when to send that medical off, even though we know that it's going to take them longer than 10 days, right? So that is it. Or you need your 221G letter, which again is for people who have done the interview already and they didn't get to do the medical, because for one, they couldn't get a date to do the medical, or it's just how the cards work, right? So you need that. And also you need your fees. That's the most important thing. You need your fees. It's 10,700 for children, and it is at least $30,000 for adults. So, and walk with your extra money, right? Just walk with your extra money, because again, you don't know what else you might need there, right? So yes, we're gonna go into my process now. So my medical was done on October 27, 2023, right? So I set my appointment up online, and you can check out that video. I'll provide the link in the description below how to schedule it. So I scheduled it at least a month in advance. So my medical, I scheduled it in September, and then I went to my medical at October 27, 2023 at 10, right? So I also made a different appointment for my daughter, which was at 12. But again, it didn't matter the time, because she was with me and she's a minor. She was 4 at the time, so she could come with me on my appointment time, right? So I booked a bus ride, and it was very early in the morning. I mean, not like when Kaka crow early, right? I actually had a bus ride for 8 o'clock or so that I could reach in time. But 10 o'clock, again, people try come earlier than that, right? I did have some breakfast before, so that was okay. But try come earlier before that, right? Because when I come there, the line, it was out of control. It packed. There was hardly any seat under the tent, and it hot. And all Kingston had people who from Jamaica or who come from Kingston. Overall, how it get miserable up there, right? So it was hot and miserable. But then we go over there, and we go to the man at the front. The security guard was there as well, and he took basic documents, so like the interview letter, the COVID card, the immunization records, the passport, one of the passport pictures, and some other basic documents, right? So he took them, and then he told me to have a seat until I could be able to go in, right? Because of the load of people that was there, right? And it did pack inside, because it was really small at that time that I was there, right? So then when it was my time to come in, I had to sit inside, and then I wait again for my name to be called. And then at that time, we went to the nurse to get our vitals check, our eye check, pressure check, weight check, height check. And I had to read, I had to be tested for my visual acuity with my glasses, because I did bring my glasses as well. They didn't do much with my daughter, because again, she's a minor. There's really nothing much more than the eye screening, the weight check, height check for her, right? There was nothing else that it did with her. So then I had to wait again, because it's all a process, and it's a long wait, right? And a lot of people is there. So try come early, people. You know how much time I say it already? Come early, right? So then I was called to, before I sit down, right, I should mention that me and my daughter took pictures. I guess they would be putting those pictures on the medical exam to send to embassy. So we were told to sit in a room, We make sure to have color clothes because it was against a white background. So don't wear white to the hospital, people. Don't do it. Don't wear white to your medical, because they will be taking pictures and it will be against a white background. It's just like your passport picture. You want to be in colored clothes, right? And another thing too, since we're talking about clothes, make sure you dress appropriately. Don't come in no flip flop, or don't come in no spaghetti strap, no underwear show. Just dress accordingly, right? Cool, but professional in a sense. Not overly professional where you're hot, you know. So cool clothes, but not revealing or tacky, right? So another thing after that, when we did the passport pictures, then we went to the so we went to the cashier, and that's where they gave me a breakdown of the fees and what I'm supposed to pay for, right? So I used my Visa debit card to pay for it. I paid at least 31,670, I should say, for everything, including my daughter's medical, because she really didn't have to do nothing else, right? So I did my blood test for the syphilis after that. After my name was called again, after we sit down, because there's a lot of sit down and name call, and that's how the process went, right? I guess they do the medicals based on your age group, what kind of test you'll do, right? So not everybody's going to do the same thing that I do, right? It really depends on your age group and the type of case, right? So then we had a long wait in between that. Then my name was called to do the physical for me and my daughter, and it was a basic, quick physical examination about me and her. And she look over the medical form. And another thing, I think I didn't mention it earlier, you need to bring your completed medical form. Don't do it at the place, right? Try to do it at the yard and sign up, and make sure you bring a pen in case, but still complete a medical form, because they have copies there so you can do it there, but it takes a lot of time and hold you up even further. So work with your completed medical form. But anyways, back to this part, right? So I have my completed medical form. The physician is going through it and asking me relevant questions, and also for her. And then after that, we sit on and wait again, and then my name get called to go to the X-ray room, right? This was where I had to take off a shirt, take off the undergarment, put on back the shirt, and then do a quick chest X-ray, right? And it was quick, 5 minutes, and then come back out, go back to the front. And then I was told that based on the type of visa that I applied for, which was a K1 visa, I don't have to do my vaccine, the rest of my vaccines, right? They told me the outstanding vaccines that I have. So they said I had the option to do it when I entered into the US, right? I didn't have to do it there and save some money right there. So I said, all right, let me think about it. I said, all right, cool. So we left at around 3:03 p.m. So it was a very long process, folks. Right, very long process, but the people at the time were very friendly, very helpful, informative. This was very long, and it was hot and miserable. Then you have a toddler. It's not the nicest thing, right? Make sure you bring your charger as well, and you can't eat snacks inside there, but you can eat snacks outside. So make sure you just walk with your thing and your water, right? I want to make sure that I'm not missing out anything, right? I did some of my vaccines and my daughter's vaccine at a clinic and also at a private doctor, right? So we kind of get some of them out of the way. So of course, check with your local nurse or clinic to see what it is that you need, right? And tell them what it is for so that they can further assist you, right? And it will save you a lot more money unless you don't have no option and you come to Andrews and you have to do it. But if you can, just go to your local nurse, go to your clinic, try to get a lot of them out of the way so you'll save a lot more money, because the medical already is expensive. And just imagine if it's a whole lot of you, right? And you have to pay for each person, and then you're adding vaccines on top of the blood test, on top of the urine test, right? It's a lot of money, right? Unless you got it like that. But again, trying to give you that sturdy warning, right? So yeah, it was a a long day, and it was productive regardless. And just make sure that you prepare, you have your documents, you look back on the website, check anything that you may need. Come early. That is it, people. That is it. And make sure that you just know that it's gonna take a lot of patience. It's gonna take a lot of understanding, and just be nice with the people, because again, they're the ones that are in charge of your medical being sent to the embassy. So just put on the charm, just come with the fake smile, do what you got to do, right? So yeah, so that is it, people. Until next time, we'll do another video in the K1 visa series. Comment below what's your thoughts, any questions that you may have. Don't forget to like and follow and subscribe to my channel, all right, for more details. All right, have a good one.